Hey everybody, it's Jennifer at Studio J Company. Come on in, happy Sunday. I'm in an event today and I'm so excited. I've been wanting to make this project all week and I was like, I'm gonna save it for Sunday so I have something to do on that event, and I'm so excited. So as you pop in, say hi, let me know you're here, make sure I can see comments. If you don't see that red live button up there, that means you're watching the replay, which is most likely if you're hearing what I'm saying right now, because I don't see any eyeballs up there yet. So that's okay, just comment hashtag replay. It'll let me know you came by. Hey Cindy. So I'm trying to make sure I have everything. I'm on a couple minutes early. Janice is finishing up and my time starts in like 2 minutes. So I'm gonna give people a chance to pop in. Hey Caroline, thanks for being here. We are gonna make, so the project I'm gonna make is kind of a thrifty flip. So it's a thrifted frame that I'm gonna turn into a wreath. I think that's the goal. The goal is to turn it into a wreath. Hey Tammy, and I'm using mostly Dollar Tree. It's either Dollar Tree supplies or thrifted supplies. So very, very budget friendly. Let's see. You know what? I'm probably gonna start. I'm on a couple minutes early. I'm just gonna start working on a base coat. I got this. It's plastic. I got this frame for $2 at Goodwill, $2.09 at Goodwill. I think I got it back in the fall because when I saw it, I was thinking of Halloween as is, you know, because it's this black, you know, fancy little frame. And I never got around to doing anything with it. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Debbie. Hi, everybody. Debbie's Bright Ideas. What a cute name. So, thank you for being here. I'm going to lower y'all down a little bit. I'm on the other side of the craft room, and so I may have to run and grab stuff here and there. So we're going to, I'm gonna start while I'm waiting on everybody to pop in. I'm just gonna take this off. I don't even think I'm gonna need that anymore, because I'm gonna give it a base coat. I don't want it to be black. So that can be drying while we work on the other part. So as you come in, say hi. Now, as you know, you've probably seen this with other people. If you do lives, you've probably had it happen. If you've watched other people, it'll come and go. Sometimes it'll throw me a comment, and other times it just scrolls names back and forth. Like right now it's saying Ladybug, Gnomes, and Crafts by Tammy is watching. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So if you say something and I don't see it, I do go back and watch the replay, so I'll see it there. So bear with me. This is one of those Facebook lovely glitches, I think. I keep saying, surely they know. They know the problem is there. Okay, let's see. Need a big fluffy brush. Okay, so like I said, this is just plastic. It was a frame. It was $2.09 at Goodwill. And I'm just going to give it a quick coat of plaster, chalk paint, Waverly. And hi, Glenda. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Teresa. So, man, this is some thick paint. Okay, but that's good. You're not going to see too much of this frame once I cover it up with the actual project we're doing. Hey, Karen. Hello. But I don't want it to be black, so I'm going to go ahead and just get this going. I already did some of the prep work for the stuff we're going to put on the wreath, and I'll do a couple with y'all so you can see how I did them. But it's going to be so cute, and it's very budget friendly, y'all. So I don't know. When I look at this, I think this would be a really cool Mother's Day gift. Hi, Kim. I hope Facebook's going to be nice today and let me be social. Let us all be social. Okay. So if you came in late, I'm just giving a makeover to, you finally caught me. Yes. I'm usually not on here on Sundays, so I'm excited to be in this event. It is with the Creative Clubhouse group, and it's Janice and Krista. It's their group, and I do other events like tomorrow. I'm in an event with Janice's other group called the Vintage Country Crafting Friends. Her page is called Vintage Country Crafting, and then her group is Vintage Country Crafting Friends. It's a free group. You can join. This is also a free group, the Creative Clubhouse group. And the link, everything's in the description of this video. So you can definitely go check it out. Join. I think they do Sundays for this group. Isn't it pretty? It's plastic. It was $2. $2. My shirt. This is one of the new t-shirts in my shop. Isn't he cute? A little balloon animal. He's patriotic. I got the blue one. Diane got the white one. Diane. I don't see Diane. I like the blue. I like light blue. Okay. So this is pretty boring. I probably should have started on this while I was watching Janice. I was watching her paint that. What was that? It's not a teapot. What do you call it? Where is she in here? Hi, Kimberly. Hello. Hey, Beth. Thank you for sprinkling. All I'm doing right now is just a quick base coat. Man, I don't recall any of my Waverly chalk paints being as thick as this one is. Is plaster supposed to be thicker? Hence the name, plaster. With a name like that, sounds like it would be thick. I just want to get down in all these little crevices. Like I said, most of this is going to be covered, but I don't want it to be black. Because this is a very springy project. It could be summerish. That's the word I'm looking for. Hey, Desiree. Hey, Paula. Coffee pot. See, I wanted to say coffee kettle or something like that. It was so pretty. It was so big. I love that color she was doing. And see, I see stuff like that when I go to thrift stores, but I never think, because I'm like, oh, it's like tarnished looking silver. I never think, oh, just paint over it. But now I will. I love doing thrifty flips. It's just so fun to go in there and, as my husband says, bring home more junk. But I always try to go in there and look for something to change, you know? I mean, sometimes I find things, I'm like, oh, this is cool, as is. But I always look for stuff that I can give a makeover. Hi, Marlene. Hey, Janice. There's Janice. Okay, so, hey, Paula. So, all we're doing is giving this a base coat. It's just a little plastic black. It was black. I got it for $2.09 at Goodwill. But we're going to turn it into a wreath. I was looking for a square frame, but the only ones I have are like really big, and I didn't want anything quite so big. But the supplies we're going to use are almost all Dollar Tree. I gave a little sneak peek the other day on one of my lives of what I'm working with today. And I was telling everybody, okay, I'm saving this for Sunday because I'm in an event and I want to do it then. So I can't believe I held off on doing it. Because I've been excited about it. Come on in, everybody. Say hello. How's your Sunday, y'all? It's gorgeous outside. We've been outside this morning. We're pressure washing everything around here because the pollen, I think the pollen has finally eased up. And that's what I've been waiting on. But y'all, we added we have a little, I call it a gazebo. It's like a 10 by 10 or 12 by 12 gazebo in our backyard. And we added we found a fan. If anybody has like an outdoor space, like a porch or something that doesn't have like this, like our covered porch has a fan, you know, where the light would be, a ceiling fan, outdoor fan. But that gazebo, it has a hook there. And I was like, we need something to put there. And we found one. And y'all, this little, it's a little outdoor fan. Like ceiling, like it hangs from the hook up at the ceiling, but it has like a 10-foot cord. So you plug it in. It's awesome. It puts off the best breeze. It looks like it's really small, but I was like, I'm actually getting cold. We were sitting out there yesterday. And I was like, man, that thing puts off a breeze. I'll share the link to it if anybody's looking for one, but it's really cute. I took a picture. I'll post that too, but it's perfect because sometimes it gets so hot and humid here. You can't even go outside and enjoy it because you just can't breathe. It's just hard to breathe. Okay. I guess I should have seen how much of this is going to be showing, so I know how much I need to really worry about. Do you know the sides? Let's see. Does anybody else notice that? The plaster, the Waverly plaster, is it, maybe I've got a bad bottle. This stuff is like super thick. Super duper thick. Hey Angela. Hey Cindy. Hey Melinda. Hey Glenda. Glenda, I think you've been in here. It keeps popping up the same names. So if I say hey to you more than once, sorry. Right. Man, all these little cracks and crevices. I might just have to let some of it show. It won't be bad. There's not going to be a lot showing. But it just feels so Halloweenish. Don't you love all the words I make up? Halloweenish. I don't want it to be Halloweeny. It's going to be very springy. Okay. All right. As soon as I get this on here, I'm going to let this sit to dry, and I'll show you all the supplies that I'm using. And like I said, they're from Dollar Tree. I mean, there might be some things, like I might use some ribbon that I already have on hand, but you know, Dollar Tree has some ribbons too, so. And gosh, don't we all have enough ribbon? Can you really call yourself a crafter if you don't have a hoard of ribbon? We should have like a ribbon convention, and we'll all meet up and we'll all bring our ribbon and see if we want to do like a ribbon exchange. You know, like an ornament exchange. We could do a ribbon exchange. Be interesting to see how many of us all have the same ribbon. Hey Amanda, how are you? Hey Kelly. Okay. Let's see. Let me just get this outer edge just a little bit. I'm not too concerned that you can see a little black, I guess. I just don't want it to be solid black. I know this looks sloppy, but this isn't the pretty part. I don't think. Okay. I think that'll be good. And I do want it to look kind of old and chippy, so what little bit shows. Okay, so there we go. It was black. It's just plastic. Hey, Michelle. So we'll sit this over here. It's dry. And we'll get started on this part. Let me get this off of my hands. Okay, so like I said, it's pretty much Dollar Tree stuff. Okay, let me get this off. All right, so this is what I'm using. These are seed starter pots. This is from Dollar Tree. You get 10 of them in a package. They look like cardboard. You know what I'm talking about? But you get 10 of these. They're little mini pots like this. Okay? I know you can never have enough ribbon. I mean, we know we have a lot of ribbon and we still buy ribbon. Don't y'all? If there's a sale, I'm buying it. Buying a lot of ribbon. Okay. So we're going to use those pots. And how many, it really just depends on, like if you're doing this wreath, it's just going to depend how many or how big your surface is, your base. You could use, hi Lisa. Hi Angie, hey Dawn. You could use a wreath form from Dollar Tree also, or just something you have around your house, you know. And like I said, I was wanting to do a square one, but I couldn't find a frame that was square, the size that I want. So, okay, so we got these pots. And then you want to get styrofoam balls, whatever size fits. I think they even make a smaller one. But you want to make sure it fits in there. These are from Dollar Tree, 1.9 inches. So you just want to make sure it fits into your little pot. Okay, and then I got, I have some twine, any color twine, whatever color you want to use. I started to use this one, but you could use the brown, you could use whatever you want. Okay, reindeer moss. Actually, you can use any kind of moss, or if you don't have moss, it's really just to cover up this white styrofoam ball. I was saying the other day, you could even get like in the gift wrap section at, I feel like there's fuzz everywhere. The gift wrap section at Dollar Tree, that crinkle paper, I've seen brown up there, or like a natural color, maybe green, just something to cover that white ball. Now you could, if you want to make this go further, you could cut these in half. Let me see, I did one over here. You could cut it in half. You just want to make sure, it's going to go down further in the thing, but you want to poke it down in there. This is what we're going to poke our flowers or whatever you're going to put in your flower pot. I got, I showed y'all my Goodwill haul a while back. Hey, Krista. I got this at Goodwill for $3.09. It's a grapevine wreath with all this lavender, and I've already plucked a bunch of it off. Like I said, I've already done some of the prep work for this, but I bought it because I knew I wanted to craft with this faux lavender. So, but you could use whatever, I mean, if you wanted to put like greenery in it, or like succulents. You know, Dollar Tree has those faux succulents. Walmart has some good ones too. But like, I mean, you could put whatever little plants you want to put. Flowers, you could do, let me see. What do I have in here? I just grabbed this little bag of stuff. You could put like your little silk flowers. So whatever you're wanting to put in. Okay, I just wanted to do the lavender. This is off of something I have. But this would be pretty too, the white ones. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna decorate my my little brown pots first. And I'm gonna use a lavender color. This is old. I don't even know if they make this anymore. Petunia purple. It's apple barrel. I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna use this green, the Waverly moss. I'm gonna use that one. So I'm gonna do 2 of these with y'all. I've already made some. Let me show you. Like these. Are they cute? Now, if you don't want to paint them, I just wanted to do stripes. If you don't want to paint them, you could also decoupage, like a little design. Look at, I did like some little succulents in this one, and I just decoupaged. Just took some Mod Podge and some twine, put that on there. But I want to do this wreath. I want to do them striped, the little pots. So I'm gonna do that first. I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna do one purple and cream, and the other one moss green and cream color stripes. Antique white. Hi Angela. Hey Patricia. Hey Sandy. Hey everybody. Okay, what do I have? And listen, these are not going to be very straight. Yeah, you can make little tiny topiaries. That would be cute too. That would be very cute. Kind of stack them. I don't have another one open, do I? Yeah. Yeah, you could. That would be so cute. And you could do different sizes too. Alright, so, like I said, they're not going to be, my stripes are not perfectly straight. And I dry brushed over it because I'll show you, when I paint this on, it's going to be a lot brighter. But I'm just freehanding these stripes. But you could decoupage like a napkin. That'd be really cute. Oh, you know what else would be cute? You know how Dollar Tree sells little packets of seeds? You could decoupage the picture off those little seed packets, like daisies or whatever. That'd be so cute. Alright, so I'm going to do stripes down the sides, and then I'm going to do the rim solid. So these are, they feel like they're made out of like cardboard. But I think this is, what's the word I'm looking for? Biodegradable? I think it might be. Yeah, biodegradable. So you can put these in the ground and they're biodegradable. Alright, let's see. And I'm not even, like my stripes are not going to be perfectly lined up. Like on these. See how you can see where the cream and the purple doesn't meet? It left some of the brown. I think that's kind of pretty. It kind of makes it look like it's shaded. Alright, so I'm going to do, I I'm doing 2, right? I probably should lay them out on that. Let's see. 1. I might do 3. I don't know. Let's see if I need one more. Your stripes look more like little zigzags. Hey, but you can make it look like it's supposed to be chevron, you know, zigzagging. Or you could purposely do squiggles. Let's see. Let's do. All right, I'll do this one, green. Trying to decide where I will hang this. I'm thinking it would be really cute because of the size and everything. I think it would be cute like on my little, we have a little back door off of our kitchen. Goes to the back porch. I think it'd be cute there. Now, I was trying to think, how am I going to attach these to that frame? I think today I'm going to hot glue them, but the more I think about it, I did a wreath with all like succulents, and I did succulent little pots all around it, and I ended up using a hole punch because they were a little flimsy pots. They're not clay pots, and I hole punched it, and I did hole punch 2 holes, and then I ran zip ties through it. That might have been a good idea for these, but I've already glued, like I said, I've already done several of these, and I've already glued the styrofoam ball down inside it, so I can't get to it. So I think I'm going to hot glue. I don't think I'm going to put this outside, so I think it'll be fine. Doesn't have to be hot glued. I hate when you start doing stripes, and then when you get around to that first one, it's like it's like you realize you were going at an angle. Let's see. I don't think it matters though. Okay, so see, they're not that great, but it's still gonna be cute. Okay, what do I have? I'm just gonna go ahead and do another one in green, just to be safe. But I'm so excited. The weather has been nice, so if you've been on here for any length of time, you've heard me saying I can't wait for the pollen to ease up so we can start using our outdoor spaces, because I love the porches. I love decorating the porches, sitting out there, and I would like to, because we could sit out there and have dinner, you know. Of course, we have the dogs begging. It's hard to sit outside and eat. It's like you're in my space. I'm surprised there's not a dog up here with me right now. There's usually a dog in here at all times when I come up here to craft. Hey everybody, like I said, I can sometimes see a comment. Right now, all I'm seeing is names rolling by. So, if you comment, feel free to comment though, because I do go back and watch the replay. It's just showing me names of who's watching right now. But I'll go back and I'll see your message. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. Let me do the cream on there. I'm going to show you how different it looks to the dry once I dry brush it. again. It's not perfectly straight, but it's okay. See how much brighter it is before you dry brush it? I just feel like the dry brush softens everything. And that's why I'm just taking white and just lightly brushing it over there. It's gonna be so cute. So I told those of you, if you're new here, my name is Jennifer. Welcome to my page. Oh, I was telling y'all recently, my daughter just moved to Panama City Beach, and she left Thursday, and her car, I mean, she had somebody driving the U-Haul for her, and her little car was loaded down. So her dog, she has a big dog, so her dog stayed here, but her dad came by Friday. He was going down. He was driving down for the weekend to help her and everything. And so he was going to take Riley. And so when he got here, I walked Riley out there to the driveway, and we were trying to put him in the car. I had like his toys and his blankets, and I packed like a little snack bag, like, because he loves little baby carrots and stuff. My ex-husband was like, "Are you going to start crying?" I was like, "Stop. I am going to miss that dog so much." I said, "I might miss him more than I miss Callie." He's like, "I can't believe you just said that." And I said, I don't know. I don't know if I mean that or not, but I mean, I don't hardly ever see her, but I'm used to that dog always being here. He's such a sweetheart. But she said he seems a little confused, but he's figuring it out. So I'm excited for her. She says she loves it so far. You know, it's the beach. But everybody I've talked to has said, you know, it's different. Going to the beach is great. And you're like, "Oh, I don't ever want to go home." But when you live there, it's not the same as when it's vacation. You know, you got to go to work, and you got to do the things. I would think, I don't know, I would think because it's so touristy, it's probably going to be a pain in the butt, you know, at times. It's going to be so crowded. Hey, Carolyn. Hey, Dawn. Hello, everybody. If you popped in and I missed it, hello, welcome in. We are in an event, and it's with the Creative Clubhouse group, and it's Crafter's Choice. So I'm doing this is a thrifted frame. It's just plastic. It was a black plastic frame. I got it for like $2 at Goodwill. And I just slapped some plaster chalk paint on it. Nothing perfect. But I'm going to turn it into a wreath. And I'm using these little pots from Dollar Tree. You get 10 in a package for $1.25. I'm just painting them striped. I'm going to dry brush a little bit of white over them. I might just use this plaster that I've got. Now I've also got this moss. You can use any moss, whatever, but Dollar Tree has this reindeer moss. I love this stuff. I mean, I have Spanish moss, but you know how messy it is? I mean, this can get messy too, but this is so soft. It's like soft and squishy. It's almost spongy. I love this stuff. So I'm using that and just some styrofoam balls. Whatever styrofoam balls will fit down into your little pots. Works perfect. All right, so I'm going to dry brush. Over these bright colors. Just a little. Just to soften it up some. If you're new here, I dry brush everything I can get my hands on. Plain Jane's Crafting and More. Did you follow? Thank you for following. Thanks for being here. Welcome in. Is your name Jane? Or is that just your page name? My name is Jennifer. Welcome in. Hey, Donna. Y'all, coming up in this event after me is going to be Dina Marie, and her page is called Aries Moon, and I tagged her in the description, so it'd be easy to find her. But if you go to this group that's doing the event, it's the Creative Clubhouse group, and if you watch from there, it's easy because all you have to do is refresh your page after each presenter, like after we finish, and then you hit refresh and it'll pop up the next crafter. Ah, man, this is tickling my nose. Okay, I'm also going to, like I said, I'm using this twine. I'm just wrapping it twice around here, and then I'm just gluing a bow. I'm doing the bow separate and then just gluing that on top of it. So let's see. Now I'm going to hot glue the styrofoam ball down in there, but I'm going to, I'll tell you this, when you go to poke your, let's say you're doing like these little sprigs of flowers or whatever, if they don't have a real stiff stem, it's hard to poke it down in there, and then you put hot glue on it and it gets all kind of melty and all that. So I'm going to try, yesterday I was messing with the skewer and I was just trying to poke the hole and then stick it down in there. But once you put that moss on there, you can't hardly see the hole. So you just kind of have to find what's easier for you. And like I said, you could take your styrofoam ball and cut it in half if you wanted to. It's going to be covered up. You just want something to poke your greenery into, or your flowers. So let's see. I didn't try doing the flowers first. This one's already got holes poked in it. I didn't try doing that and then putting the moss. Let's see. Just seems like it's gonna be, it's easier to put it down first, but because going around it, it's kind of, I ended up putting just tacky glue, like white tacky glue, so it eventually dries, but to glue this on. But I think because once you put that hot glue on there and then it dries, it makes it hard, so it's hard to stab into the styrofoam ball. So I think I'm gonna use the full ball on this. Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna hot glue this into the, oh, got me. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Glue this down. It just pokes right in there, and it's down low enough that you're not going to see it, but you don't want to see the white because this is going to be like laying sideways. Well, some of them are going to be tilted like sideways, like that. And you can see the green down in there. And if that wasn't there, you'd see the white. I don't want to see the white. I don't know. You might be able to paint your foam ball. Styrofoam. You could do that. All right, let me open these. I thought I had some of these already open. Maybe not. Back to not showing me comments again, so I see lots of names though. Thank y'all for being here. Okay, I just need 2 more. All right, I'm gonna do 1 here. And I think I'm gonna glue the twine on there before I start doing the greenery and stuff, or the flowers. Like I said, I just wrapped it around twice, and then I tied just a simple, like a little shoelace bow, and that was it. Like that. Super easy. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to... I love this stuff. It's so spongy. All right, I'm just going to use white. You could probably use Elmer's glue. I just feel like this is tacky. I got this big bottle came from Michael's, but they have this Aleene's tacky glue. They have it at Dollar Tree. I think it's in a smaller bottle. I just want something to hold that moss in place. I do a little hot glue on the side, just to kind of hold it in. Okay. All right, there we go. That. And I'm just going to use this cream color twine. You could use ribbon or whatever kind of jute you have. Let me see. I don't think there's a front or a back. So I'm just going to wrap it around right under that rim. Right up under there. How are we on top? Okay, we're good. Okay, I'm just going to go around twice. And then where it meets, where it starts and stops, I'm going to tie my little bow to hide that. Okay. So right there where it meets, I'm going to cover that with a little bow. Oops. Still not seeing any comments. What is that? Like I said, every now and then it'll throw a comment up there. I was like, thanks. I hear a dog outside my door. Little dot there. Okay, so super simple. I'm gonna go ahead and do one of these. I don't know if I'm gonna need 3 more. I just went ahead and did one because I can't remember how many I can fit on that frame to go all the way around it. Guess I should have counted that, huh? do a quick bow. Man, I got glue. And I glued my finger. I'm not sure if I'm peeling glue or my skin off. When you were a kid, did you ever sit like with a candle? Like my mom would light the candles, and me and my sister would stick our fingertips in it, in the wax, not in the candle, but in the wax, and then sit and peel it off. We just thought that was the coolest thing. That's what it just made me think of, but I was like, this hurts. Like when you peel it off, like I don't know if that's my skin or the wax. I mean the glue. Okay. All right, let's start putting flowers. I appreciate y'all being here. I'm sorry I can't see. All I see is names. I just see lots of names popping up. So if you ask a question and I don't see it now, I will see it and I'll get back to you. Okay, now I see Sue Hall Little. You loved putting your fingers in wax. It was so fun. And you know what else we used to do? This is so silly. Things we did as kids. Do you remember those? It's so funny. I don't see this anymore. But remember like centerpieces like on people's kitchen tables or whatever? Remember those rubber grapes? Do y'all remember the fake grapes? We used to like to take them and squeeze them and stick them to our tongue, like the suction of it, you know? We'd have like 2 or 3 of them on our tongue. And then like stick our tongue out. We'd have these like grapes. It looked like knots on our tongue. Well, one time I swallowed one and I was so scared to tell my mom because I didn't know what would happen. I was like, oh. But we used to always poke those in our mouth. And now I look back on it and think, gross. Why? But it's funny, I don't see those anymore. I can't tell you the last time I saw fake grapes like that. The little rubbery ones. Not even at a thrift store. I haven't seen any. Okay. All right, so for my, like I said, I've just got this faux lavender. I think I'm going to use, I'm just going to pluck a few more off. Then I'm going to use a skewer and poke like a starter hole. I think that's easier. Now, like I said, if you've got stiffer stems that'll poke into that foam, or you could maybe use floral foam because it's softer. They might poke in a lot easier. I don't know how many of these I'm going to need. So I'm going to take poke a little hole. I'm going to leave that there. If you put too much, because these are kind of soft, if you put too much hot glue, it gets all soft and melty. I'm just going to put a dab of hot glue up here, like closer to the stem, not the end that's going to poke into it. So hopefully once it gets down in there, it'll kind of set up a little bit. I'm just going to put a dab of hot glue there. And poke this down there. There. So just poke it in. All right, and I'm just going to do however many till it looks to my liking, I guess. You could do it really, really full. I'm going to leave the skewer in there, or else I won't be able to see where it's at. I'm just snipping these off. And I was telling y'all, when I was showing you this the other day, I was saying if you see those little starter pots at Dollar Tree, grab them, because they go quick. I went out this weekend. I went to 3 different Dollar Trees and I didn't see any more. So they're already gone that quick. Well, people, I guess people do a lot of gardening and stuff, or planting. I cannot keep real plants alive. I'm not good at that. My mom used to be really good with that. Every now and then I'd get a plant thinking, you know, well, surely I can keep that one. It's so pretty. And it would die. And she'd come over and be like, what have you done? I was like, I'm just going to throw it away. And she would take it home and it would be so beautiful within a week. She'd bring it back to life. I have to get fake plants. I'm actually thinking about putting some fake plants in the pots out at my gazebo because I want some flowers and color and stuff out there, but I know it just gets so hot here. I know there's certain flowers that, you know, are more tolerant for the heat, but I don't feel like they're as pretty, you know? I guess the tough flowers aren't as pretty. Okay, so here's how it's looking so far. It's so cute. What time is it? Okay, I got 10 minutes. So let's, let me poke some in this, then we'll start putting our wreaths together. Let's see. I think for now, I'm just going to hot glue these onto the frame. Of course, if you were putting it outside, that probably wouldn't be a great idea in case it gets too hot. I think maybe if you can figure out a way to zip tie them onto the frame, that would be better. Or if you wanted to use a different glue. Something that's not gonna melt when it gets hot this summer. If it's gonna be out in the heat. I'm afraid I'm gonna break this little skewer off down in there. So maybe floral foam might be a good idea too. All right, do a few more. I hear my husband out there pressure washing stuff. I'm so excited. Found some more outdoor rugs at Ross yesterday, and I grabbed them. So as soon as he pressure washes and it dries, I can start putting that stuff down. Maybe I can do a live from outside because I'll be sitting out there enjoying that. I love it with the purple. All right, do 2 more. Don't forget, Dina Marie is coming up after me. Her page is called Aries Moon. Have to go see what she's making. And if you want to follow along, and anybody you missed in this event, if you go to the group, it's the Creative Clubhouse group, you can just watch all the replays from there. I have the list of all the presenters. It's posted on my page. So you can see who's coming up, who's already gone on. All right, let's start putting these together. I don't know if I'll need that last one or not. These in here. All right, so this was just a black plastic frame I got for $2 at Goodwill. I just put some chalk paint on it. All right, like I said, I've already made 4 of these, and I just did 2 with y'all. So I've got 6 made up. We could have a 7th one if we need it. Move all this. Sorry, I gotta clear all this out. Like I said, I don't know how much of this is going to show, but it's just a piece of sandpaper. Okay. All right, like I said, I'm just going to hot glue. I am going to make a bow to go at the top. So real quick, I'm just going to do it neutral because I don't really have a color of ribbon that goes with either of those. I wish I had a really pretty lavender or like a sage green ribbon, but I don't. Not one that I want to put with it. So I'm just going to do a very simple bow. Just going to do a crisscross. I don't want it real big because this frame's not very big. Alright, so just crisscross that. I don't think I have a clamp up here, do I? No. Alright, I'm going to do just a tan and then a checkered tan. I'm going to do the same thing. Just crisscross it. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today. I don't know if y'all have got beautiful weather, but it makes it hard to be inside. All right, I'm just going to lay that one on top of that one and tie them together. Very simple. Nothing fancy. Hey, Mary. Y'all, if anybody's new here, my name is Jennifer. Thanks for popping in. Would love it if you don't already follow my page. If you just tap the screen, look for those 3 dots, and when you tap them, it'll give you the option to follow. It should give you the option to turn on notifications too. All right. All right, let's start attaching stuff. Right, I'm gonna attach this to the top. I'm just gonna glue it, but it will be quicker. I'll stand up for this part. All right, and then I'm just gonna start gluing these. Like I said, I'm just gonna glue them to it for now. If I end up putting it outside, not outside, but where it will like possibly feel some of the heat, I'll probably switch out to a different kind of glue. Right. I'm just going to alternate the colors. I've got purple, green, purple, green. Let's see, purple, green, purple. I'll turn them different direction. Green. I'm just loading it down with some hot glue. And saying a little prayer. Stay in place. Alright, and the green one. Yeah, that should be plenty. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna hold it. Oh, it's 4 o'clock, y'all. Okay. It's time to go see Dina Marie. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I'm gonna hold it up real quick. Hang on. I know I'm supposed to get off here. Here we go. Hang on, I don't want to pick it up yet. Like a few seconds. Yeah, if you try it, send me a picture. I would love to see that. But okay. I'll take a picture of it hanging on a door or hanging up. But isn't that cute? So super, super cute. All right. All right, thank y'all for hanging out. I'm going to fluff it up a little bit, make sure the glue, it's got a good glob of glue, and I'll take a picture of it. Thanks, y'all. Y'all go check out Dina Marie. All right, bye.